Good evening, friends. How are you? It's great to talk to you again in this third edition of Spoken English Made Easy. I am also very eager to release videos because I am getting very positive responses from each and every one of you. It's a good feeling. English plays an important role in all our lives as it helps in communication. Knowing English assures our job, and it is a form of international communication, internet, media, etc. So English is all pervading subject. My dear listeners, I would like to share an important piece of information with you in this pleasant evening. That's long ago, an experiment was conducted among 3,000 students in England. The 3,000 students were divided into two groups, Team A and Team B. The Team A consists of formal English. Team B is called as passive learners. So, in the formal group, the 1,500 students were given, they were taught of all the basics, rules of grammar like direct, indirect, active, passive, degrees of comparison and so on and so forth. The other group, the passive learners were allowed a free run. They were advised to read storybooks, journals, novels, autobiographies. They were advised to read English newspapers daily. They were asked to see the TVs, English films, etc. And after 6 months, the experiment was conducted again to see which group has learned fast. In our opinion, we used to think that the people who are thorough with grammar, the basics of grammar, the rules and regulations of grammar are able to express very well and they are able to write very good compositions, etc. But the result is entirely different one. What's the result? Are you curious? I am also very eager to share the outcome of the experiment. Before getting into that, I would like to advise you to subscribe our channel. So also press the bell icon. Every now and then you can also get the notifications so that our rapport and our knowledge transfer will be growing at a faster rate. Okay, thank you. Now let's come back. The result of the experiment were entirely different. The group which were assigned the task of learning English, that is passive learners, they are able to express themselves very well without making any grammatical mistakes. They are able to write well, they are able to speak very well. On the other hand, the people who are interested with the task of going through grammar and the formal way of learning English, they made here and there a few mistakes and they felt reluctant. So they came to the conclusion that passive learners learn at a faster rate than formal learning, and that is the art of today's video session. My dear listeners, now you are also very much interested to know that what are the various methods available to increase passive learning. This is the objective of this video. Number one, listen to TV English news. It's very easy because in each and every house we have got TVs. Learning through TVs will be much easier and it will be a passive learning also. And if you listen to TV news regularly, your English will improve in leaps and bounds. You can enhance your speaking abilities by listening to TVs. How? And what are the benefits? The benefits are many. Number one, English. you can learn English. Number 2, pronunciation, because the news readers are trained very well. So you can learn pronunciation from them. Third point is that vocabulary, word power. And fourth is small titles. These phrases will be running all around, which will help you. And grammar. And intonation, where to stress, where not to stress, and body language. These are all multiple benefits. In addition, the contemporary news, what is happening in India, what is happening outside India, or what is happening all over the world, etc. You can learn by listening to half an hour TV news program every day. You make it religiously. Every day you will have to listen to TV. And in addition, my dear listeners, I would like to tell you that it need not be a passive listening, but you can also listen whenever possible. You just make your TV on and get ready for your day's work. You can take breakfast, you can brush your teeth, you can be doing some other work, you can get ready for preparation of going out. Everything you can do along with listening to the news. You need not look at the TV. Just keep the TV on and then you can get a lot of information. This is rather interesting. So by doing this passive listening helps you to master English at a faster rate. And if time permits, you can also see the debates in which different experts are sitting and discussing about some politics or sports, etc. So you get the opinion, you get the knowledge, you get the expertise of different people. This is another advantage. But my dear listeners, make it daily a practice of looking at the TV for half an hour. You can take notes even. So TV listening definitely help you to learn English at a faster rate. And the second point is print news or English newspapers. The best way. This is a very well accepted way. The newspapers are foundations of journalism. You see, teams of editors are sitting and working, burning the midnight oil in selecting the words, style, grammar, news, etc. So you, by reading a newspaper, you get all these things. You get the knowledge and experience of great intellectuals who have got a very good experience behind them. And how to make use of a newspaper. You will have to purchase a newspaper and you read any news item in which you have got interest, for which I would like to suggest my students putting a reading tag. What's a reading tag? It is an interesting way of learning, thoroughing the English newspapers. That is, a reading tag is just like this notebook. You have this notebook and you spare 2 pages like this. You take a 190 pages notebook, there are the sides in this side, you write at least 5 to 10 sentences every day. By reading a newspaper, you write 10 sentences here, and below you write the synonyms for 2 or 3 words from every sentence. After this process is over, you just translate into your mother tongue or you translate into English. It's over. So this is called a reading tag. By doing reading tag, what you learn, you are scanning the news. You are going through the vocabulary. You are reading the mind of the editors, etc. Everything is happening simultaneously. So reading a newspaper, you can very easily master the rules, regulations of grammar as well as what is happening outside. So you can also cut out some your favorite stories for future reference. You can encircle new words which you are interested. You can take meanings for them. I used to call the newspapers as home tuition teachers. They are the home tuition teachers. They are delivered to your house. You can go through it conveniently as and when possible, or you can read it very regularly. You can find that some of the people, some of the professors and teachers are going through the newspapers. Newspaper is an essential part of their day-to-day work. So the home tuition teachers will help you to learn English. Besides, it's an economy. How it is an economy? You just subscribe to some papers which are available at subsidized cost. That is, if you pay for the entire year, you will get some fee concession or subsidy, something like that. You can also get it. Or once you read the newspapers, you can send it to the waste paper company. You can earn money. At least 30% or 20% you can get the reimbursement of the total cost you spend for newspapers. Why I am telling all these things? I am taking classes for rural students. The rural students find it very difficult. So this will helpful to them. Or even this is not possible, what you can do, you can go to waste paper or the old newspaper stores and get 1 kilo or 2 kilos of paper at the cost of 10 rupees, and you can go through it. News is a news. So by doing this, you can very easily master English. So first one is, I told you, TV, news. Second one, reading the newspapers. They are the foundations of journalism. Newspapers are the foundations of journalism. Third is online news. Every news print media is putting their articles, online news. And the online news are available because everything is available in the internet. You know very well that internet is the Aladdin's lamp nowadays. The online news, you can select the news because they are very simple, they are very easy, they are also going for 1 or 2 pages only, so that you can read it. If you are very much interested, you can again and again read them, master them. By doing all these things, that is, reading TV news, print news, that is English newspapers, online newses. The fourth one is videos. There are famous videos which are running for a short while with clips. Titles are going on side by side. You can also go through such video news and master yourself. And these 4 ways are the fastest learning techniques which I found in my experience. My dear students and listeners, you might have enjoyed this video session. I request every one of you to send your comments, guidelines, suggestions please, so that we can see how this the quality of the videos can be enhanced. All the best.